did get off that KCU game, I ain't gonna lie.
You went off that game, Pop.
Yeah, I had 2 sides.
All right, let's get this going. So we won't be here long. Hopefully, we just have 25 minutes to get up out of here. Same as usual. Shouldn't have to keep going over it, but just so we know, sit in the front, no hoods, bodies, do-rags, being on time, no headphones, cell phones, making sure we there to learn. And the main thing, being respectful. If we be respectful, all of that's gonna come into it. You respect the professor's time, you respect your time. It's a dog for everybody. I think we're good on that, right? How everybody doing on that side of campus? Good. Know we got a car, know we got that stuff, but everybody good overall. Any problems with any teachers, anything like that? Everybody got good communication.
Just gotta finish strong.
That's it. Good job, academically.
Yes, sir.
All right. So today, this one I suggest you write it down. It is highlighted, but this one we're gonna go over. First, we're gonna look at understanding our run fits with the rover and the box. Drew up a couple diagrams, just looking on film. Did y'all have? I'm pretty sure y'all have questions, but maybe I don't know the right questions to ask. But when that rover and the box, did y'all see some times where y'all had like different windows that y'all should have been in, or y'all didn't see that yet?
I seen it. Yeah.
Okay.
We was looking at it yesterday.
Okay. So y'all talked about it. What did y'all talk about yesterday?
We talked about how when we get that shift, how we have to shift too. Because early on,
God dang.
like early in the inside run, we wasn't shifting all the way.
Yeah, you saw that.
As practice went on, we got better. We got to do a better job.
Yeah. Who all showed up yesterday?
It was me, MJ, Billy.
Oh, y'all show up.
We got practice outside.
Hey, we got it. 2:30.
Jackson was with us.
I got back at 9:30 because the
Okay.
tire had went flat.
Yeah.
A couple guys wasn't back yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
But y'all,
I didn't get to it.
okay. But y'all had a good group in there. But y'all saw some of the stuff. So the inside run, shifting the front, and then as well, like we was looking at if you the middle backer when that rover come down, if you got a rover protecting you, they got that B gap now. And we aggressive, we gonna feel that front side and back side window. We'll look at it on film. But as well with that, as much as we're gonna be aggressive, understanding when back is on your side, you're on RPO alert. I know that was something we put in last minute yesterday, or not yesterday, Thursday, last practice, but that's something we gotta get better at, especially when it's a nickel. You guys that play nickel, you gotta understand when you gotta hold that RPO window, okay? As a backer, inside backer, we definitely know back on our side, especially with teams that we play against, it's gonna be heavy RPO. Let's make sure, all right, just hold your run read. If everybody pull, you still hold your run read, then we'll get that backside gap aggressive. That's just what we're gonna work on. All right, what do we see, what we identify, we'll pick it up on film. That way when we out there on the film, it's just second nature. Next reaction, you hear, back on your side, hold. It's not gonna be all the way guessing, but it is gonna be some guessing in there as well, because there's gonna be some good quarterbacks that give a good mesh. They're gonna ride it, some running backs that's gonna fake it well. They're gonna be here, tuck that thing to where you can't see it. But that's where we gotta get game recognition, steady film, make sure we know, all right, this is what a give look like, this is what a pull look like, this is when I can go, this is when I can't go. Y'all can get tired of me saying it, but we don't go until we know, but when we know, that's when we go. It's redundant both ways, but it makes sense. If you don't know, you hold it, you don't go. If you're an RPO guy, you haven't seen the give yet, that's I don't know, so I'm not gonna go. But when you see that give, when I know, that's when I go. We close that gap fast. All right. Then as well, we're gonna look at some pursuit, some bubble routes. And that's primarily for you, my guy. All right. Next, I think I'm gonna take a look at that first. I think I'll put that on here first. Yo. All right, so this is practice film. You can't tell me that you don't know what you're doing, because I seen you do it right here. Oh, this is the pull. We'll look at the pull first. Somebody critique, Josh, somebody critique this for me. Y'all remember this drill?
Yeah.
Pull from the phone.
Yeah. When you get that pull, primarily, we talked about it as well, but what is your aiming point?
His
If
outside
it-
shoulder.
Yeah, this your guard, you right here, Paul. We want to be aggressive, you can shoot it here or back there. A lot of times we get caught over the top. I know our job is to scrape, but right now, what we talk about is being aggressive, being aggressive. And we talked about it here. So when we do drills like this, I want you to work on being aggressive, and I think we got an example with everybody else doing it. Shoot that backside gap where the guard at. Just get in your mindset, I'm coming off his butt. Let's say here. I think we did put it in here. It's really good now. You might be staying meeting a little longer. We might not be practicing. But this is basically when we was breaking it down. This is what you should be looking at doing. Once you come off that center butt, you're looking to come down that line. So say you the guard here, you pull it. I'm the backer, I'm you pull it, you looking to come here, fill that gap, and then get down the line. Rather than getting here and then trying to come over the top. You see what I'm talking about? Make sense?
Go back up.
Yeah, Josh, you did a good job at it in practice. In this drill. This is what we want to look at. Should y'all that pull, get down the line. That's what we want to look at doing, alright? Make sense? Make sense? Oh God. This is an example of it. Yup. See that window open? You gotta pull, right? Pull. Not always doing these classrooms. Pull. Right there. That's where we wanna go. Yup. Let's be aggressive on it.
So
And the main thing, go ahead.
when it's really a pull, it's just almost like a trigger.
Yeah. Back ain't on your side. If the back was on your side and you had that rover still protected, so you still got that rover, that star player coming down. That's not a nickel. It was a nickel for this inside run, but that's really that rover, that star. So he now has that VCR, that backside gap. So Nick, he should know, hey, whenever it's open up, I'm shooting that gap. Because anything that pull, Josh will feel it there, and you're free here. We put that one extra in the box for you to be aggressive with that rover.
So I got the straight, but I mean, you want me to like, is Josh gonna handle everything that's coming to him?
Yup, boom.
Just trust him with that.
Yup. Trust him. Hey, that window open there. I want to take this gun. I ain't gonna lie, I think it's gonna sound crazy, but I think we're good enough to make it stop for here for no yards, rather than picking off 4 or 5. Now, I'd rather have a safe tackle for 4 or 5 and not give them protection, but I'm not gonna lie, I think we're good enough and fast enough to make it stop for here. We got enough people on the back end as well that can make up for it. I think we can roll the dice. I want to be aggressive. Let's get some big plays. So you see that window open like that, and especially when that start, and that's what I'm about to say, that's what you want to do. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna pick on you. You don't like to read. So, hey, when you get that rover, when you get that start, hey, you thinking, once I see my first window, that's where I'm going. All right. Makes sense to everybody back there? Josh? That makes sense?
I would don't jump in there with cloudy.
But with that rover, right now, with that rover in there, I want you to be aggressive on it.
Okay.
I want you to be aggressive. Because the inside run, I mean, real, we're going to have another safety and hopefully the D line. But right now, when that rover comes down, hey, they're going to take up all the extra garbage. Hey, I want you to take that, shoot that. Okay, even if you don't, you pushing it out. You got somebody out here, it's more than likely be another nickel, corn, you know, everybody else out there. So I want you to keep on pushing it. I want to try to get a gain to 0 yards rather than 4 yards. Then if I see we can't do it, I'll back it back then. But right now, let's be aggressive. Let's go get it.
Yes, sir.
Make sense?
That's the big tackles too.
Yeah. And there was another example. We had one in inside run. We got another example in team. We here.
Are we supposed to bump that play or not?
No.
No, you just going back to base pretty much.
Going back to 3 bubbles.
Yeah. Oh, this is your other play. Moving on. Talk me through this play, Nick Anderson. What do we gotta do? God lucky. Here we go.
Get to the ball.
Into the ball. Everybody see Nick on this play? Hey, this is Nick right here. Millie did a good job setting the edge. I'm gonna go back to another drill we did. Y'all know the drill we did. Hey, you get this bubble route, I need you to the inside hip of the ball. This is lazy. Bad pursuit angle and just lazy. Because in real situation, if Millie does his job on the edge, bubble, Millie set the edge, that ball is coming right back to you. And you come in full speed, that's what y'all dream of. Because usually the running back got the full speed coming at you, right? This is a situation where you got full speed coming on usually a smaller defender. This is when you got to see red. You see red, MJ? You don't even know what that means, do you? What that mean? What does see red mean?
Yeah, basically, people got different meanings for it.
Well, what it mean for you?
You don't demon time.
Alright. See blood, going to kill shot. But everybody understand what this play is. When we get bubble, that's gonna be the only way we're gonna defend this. Good job reading it. Now, once you got the bubble, once you got the pass, let's get out. Hey, we should be moving this way. You saw you rounded it, we should be moving laterally. I know you're a quick dude, but hey, trust me. Let's move laterally to the ball, keep pushing them out. Cause what do y'all like to do on offense? Y'all like to cut back, don't you? You like to cut back. I'll pull up a play right now. You like to cut back.
And you'll see where I follow the play. If it's a cutback, I cut back. If
We'll
not,
see. I got some plays with you in here that you came back. But you got to get to the ball on that. All right, that's everybody. Everybody that's interior. Especially Josh. I know we talk about it. I'm gonna be real with y'all. This ain't me picking, but with speed, hey, you got to get there and go. Okay, that's one of them. When they say unhitch the trailer, we got to get to the ball. Cause when they get on the bubble like that out of space, it's dangerous. It is dangerous. So we got to make sure we rally. All right. And before we move on, just to show you that I know that you can do it and that we have practiced it. This all we worked on this drill here. Break it down. Once you get about in space, we break down, find the ball, make a tackle, all right? So now that we already looked at bubbles being aggressive on the backside, let's move into some of this new material. All right, so as we was talking about, when they put this H in, we're gonna bring down the rover, right? We're gonna bring down the rover, right?
Yes, sir.
So what was your primary gap? If this rover wasn't in there, what was your primary gap after Mike? B gap, right? But now this rover has B gap. Cause most of the time they're either gonna pull or they're gonna insert. If they insert, what you gonna do if it's an H insert? Yep, you just gonna feel. But if he pulls, you hear that pull. Hey, any window over here, this is what you gotta get aggressive on, okay? So you got R, you got your rover, sitting in B gap. You know that's extra run defender. Now you're a +1. You're playing free. The wheel. What are you looking for?
Looking for a puller.
You locating the puller and you bossing it back in, right? So you're getting a pull, bossing back in. This middle linebacker, you should be having 20, 30 tackles a game. That's what they want to do. That's what we're gonna play. This team defense, right? Everybody on D-line do their job, play that gap in the half. We putting that rover down there to give us an extra defender. That gives us a free runner to the ball now.
Yes, sir.
So same situations, it goes to the boundary. There's no wheel. Now you basically that middle backer as the wheel. If the rover is protecting you, that's the main thing. As a backer, inside backer, you gotta know who's protecting you. If you got a rover down, that's your protection there. If he's on the other side of the mic, you don't have protection. So as a wheel, now you have the responsibilities as a mic. Let's start with the mic. What's your responsibilities now?
Run the
Find the portal. Will, what's your responsibility?
Phil.
Find an open window, right? So we feel pretty comfortable on that now? So if you got the rover on your side, what is your job?
Free.
You free. Make sense? Let's go back to inside run. We're just gonna look at a couple plays. I know y'all already looked at these, but let's just go over them together. All right, so do we have a rover in the box? You see why we do it? You see why I want that Mike to be aggressive on this side? Because who got this guy? That rover. Now we got two people in the same gap. That Mike, you go find the ball now. Matter if you do Mike on the wheel, if that rover's protecting you, boom. We don't need two people right here. Hey, let's go find the ball. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Somebody talk me through this. What did y'all see off the bat?
They shifted, but the D lineman we have right with us during the incident.
Oh, okay.
So we were trying to talk them through the shift.
That makes sense. Makes sense. At least we know we basically got to bump
The
that
very
front.
next play after this though, we got a good shift.
Yeah, we did. We did. Boom. There you go. Well, I think we shifted to the wrong side though, then. We want to put the three.
They did shift around.
We want to put the three right now. But it worked though. We make it work. Everything ain't gonna be perfect, but the three should be away, right?
Yes, the one should be to the edge.
Where we put the three tech to?
Opposite of H.
Opposite of the H. All right, let's look at two more of these, then we're gonna move on. Talk me through it, Millie. Bring your gap back. What you got? What you got on your side? Who's protecting you?
I got the B guy. I got the rover.
Yo, you got the rover on your side, so that rover got B gap, right?
Yes, sir.
So where your gap move to?
Straight over top.
Nah, we want to feel the open window. You're a free player, you fly downhill fast. You protected on everything else. So as this open up, boom, right there, you should be waiting here, and once that ball cuts back, hey, you scraping over a feeling to find that ball. But realistically, you know that rover's here in that B gap. I want you to be aggressive, pressing this line of scrimmage at A. It is gonna be muddy down there, but I want you to feel gaps, because that's gonna make it bounce. We get that thing bouncing, we're doing our job.
Yes, sir.
Make sense? So if you got that start to your side, if he's protecting you, you doing what? You're a free player. We already got the example of the good ball. Then we got one more play. This one was actually a good job. I'm gonna slow it down for you. All right. Pay attention to one backer. Let's get one backer. Who we looking at first? All right, let's look at Nick. Is Nick protected? Does he have a start to his side?
Yes.
So he's a what? He's a free player. See, he's a window finder. Good job, Nick. Let's pick another backer. Who is this?
That's me.
Let's look at Josh. Pull, pull, pull. He understands that he don't have to start to his side, so he's the what player?
BCR.
He's the BCR player. You don't have to start to his side, so he's responsible for that big out, right? So he's slow playing, you still call it out. When it's an H, we still call out pull, 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 pull. Let's pay attention to the other backer. Who's our other backer? Good job with feeling, but hey, what's your primary gap?
That B gap.
That B gap, right? So let's just make sure we're not getting washed down there, all right? Make sense? All right, good job on that. So are we good with understanding how we fit with the rover in the box now? Any questions on that? If the star's to your side, you're what?
Free.
You're a free player. All right, now let's look at some RPO stuff real quick.
His initial games.
Milton, talk me through this one.
I'm sorry, Coach.
What's on your side? What you got on your side?
Right now, we got one receiver on my side.
Yep, so you're what? What's your main responsibilities right now?
Squeeze. Well, no, we're not squeezing.
We're not gonna squeeze this.
RPO.
No.
You got it back on your side,
Yes, sir.
and you got one receiver.
So RPO.
You see in that RPO window, okay?
Yes, sir.
Protect your backers. Now, if you had a receiver out there, if you had two receivers, what would that do? What would that change for you?
Hands on two.
Yep, and then what does that do for you?
I got PCR. I mean, not PCR, but RPO.
You got the RPO window there. Make sense? So for my nickels, when you got a one receiver man to your side, let's use football setting. You got one receiver to your side. What should be your responsibility?
Slant with them.
Slant window. You got that back there, you gotta hold that RPO window, okay? You got one receiver to your side. You got two receivers to your side. What's your responsibilities? Nickel.
Get hands on two.
Get hands on two. What's our responsibility for the inside backer?
RPO window.
RPO window, alright? And we got RPO window, and it's RPO alert. How do we play it?
Slow play.
Slow play it. And you get a pull, we still calling out pull, still pull, but you waiting here. Hey, main thing, make that throw go over your head.
For nickel.
You gotta make that throw go over your head, alright? What they say? Tip throws, tip balls. What is it?
Touchdowns.
Tip balls and what? Tip balls and overthrows, we get those? Y'all ain't heard that one? Okay. Tip balls and overthrows, we get those. So if you make that thing go over your head, they come off the receiver hands, hey, that DB, what that DB gonna do?
Peek.
Grab that, take it to the crib. So main thing, just don't let them read, get a clean window. Alright, so looking at some of that RPO stuff though, I want, let me get, come on, Millie. Who's responsible for that RPO window? Alright. What about if we got a rover and they're doing H? What's the mic primary gap? What's the mic gap?
B. No. Yeah, B.
It'll be B, and his main job is gonna be what? That H pull?
If that H pulled, then he would be find the puller.
Locate the puller. Talk me through my wheel. What's the wheel job?
The wheel's job, he's the free, and he's just coming downhill and feeling.
Good job.
We're just watching B.
Bingo. Good work. Next man up. This thing, you gotta know everybody's position. You gotta know what everybody's doing. You never know what job you're gonna be in. Second one on the right. Top right. Walk me through the RPO window first. We got RPO window.
Will,
Right?
it'll be right here. Alright,
No.
Yeah, that's right. That's the RPO window.
A slant
I
window.
thought you said if the back on this side.
That is
They
right.
can have RPO to
Yeah.
slant to one.
Yeah, that is right. That is. I didn't even see that. Good job, Josh.
Another one.
Good job.
Because the rover gotta be yellow too.
Yep.
It would be him, right?
Yep. That's the RPO window guy. Good job.
And then this will be, well, his gap's gonna be B if it's, well, you can't, can you do that?
Yeah, he's pretty much taking the nickel responsibilities. I mean, he could fold into B, but we're gonna be straight off. It's basically a 4-3 at that point.
I got you.
Boom, boom. Then he's an alley player. Make sense?
Okay.
Who up next? Bottom left. Walk me through the RPO first with my RPO alert.
Well, RPO.
RPO alert. Walk me through everybody's responsibilities. See the H, you got an H pull.
If H pull, Will got locate, pull it. Mike is free.
Bingo. What about R? What the rover got?
Rover, he got BCR.
BCR.
He got BCR.
Let's go, Josh. Last one. Oh, you might get tricked up on this one. My RPO guy.
Guess he'll be nickel. What? No. Back on your side.
Remember, RPO alert. How did we get an RPO alert?
Yeah, be the wheel. It be the
Yeah,
wheel.
RPO alert is back on your side. Everybody, 90% of the teams we're gonna play, they're reading the back side back. There's gonna be a couple instances where you get some QB power read where they're reading the front side in, but that don't affect us. They're not gonna usually throw slants or hitches off of that. And if they're reading that backside in, backside wheel backer, that's when we in RPO alert.
Must be right here. And he'll be hands on two.
Yep.
Then if that H go, when he tell him to squeeze and he get outside.
I mean, we could, but I wouldn't even tell him to squeeze. We'll just play that straight up because he can fill in. If they do an H insert, we can just fill in with the mic, bounce it back out to the nickel. I wouldn't even worry about squeeze. I mean, we could, but I wouldn't.
A nickel will put on VCR.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
A few motions.
bet.
And what's our other rule? If a center pulls, that usually means what?
There's a gap behind him.
That's what the center pull, that usually means that's where the ball going. The ball usually going right behind the center. A guard or tackle pull, we slow playing it. But if a center pull, we aggressive, we plugging that center because I take the blame. 9 times out of 10, that's where the ball going if it's center pull, all right? So you get a center pull, you go to it, guard, tackle, slow play, you do your responsibilities.
We ran that against us inside.
There you go. Good work on that. So any questions about RPO window? Any questions about how our run fits when the rover is down in the box? When we run and start. We good on those.
We're
So
gonna go over like, RPO, like slow play drill during practice.
yeah, that's what we're gonna do today.
Yeah,
Practice.
I will say when I had Slade play one of the plays, I thought, and then I actually seen him get handed off. I about got ran over, bro. 'Cause I didn't bring my heels with it, bro. He was already running full
The
speed.
tackle had climbed up on you, or the running back had got up on you?
The H back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nah, today in practice, we're gonna go over, but pretty much it's gonna be myself and the student manager. We're gonna do practice on, we're gonna be the mesh players, give you a good mesh pull, I'm gonna have both of the backers up, backside backer, the RPO backer, you pretty much gotta make the read. And it's decided, hey, after I give, it just get you visually used to seeing the mesh, and then if I give it, you gotta come up, play the run. If I pull it, you gotta see that RPO window, make a play. Cause that's really the main thing. Cause it is partly guessing, but it's another thing of understanding the picture. So the more reps you get with the picture, the better you'll be.
Taking away the option.
Huh?
Just taking away the option.
Yeah. Make you slow play, and we cool with slow playing, cause the other backer gonna be a dog and make the play anyways. That's all we got 2 on. All right, I think we just got one more thing to go over before we get up out of here. What we go over, shooting windows, getting to the bubble, the rover in the box. What's the last thing we gotta hit? We already went over RPO. I'm gonna show you a couple plays. Let's go over this 5-yard no cover real quick. So did y'all see my notes in there about the 5-yard no cover?
In 707?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
You did? What did it say? I don't think I might have put the right
It
one
was
in there.
about the drags. You was basically saying if it was too close to the line of scrimmage, then just pass it.
Yeah, well,
That build the whole shot.
So we're gonna go with the mic is the only one that's gonna X out. The wheel, you're gonna be responsible for dropping, all right? We're just gonna make that a base rule instead of trying to play off each other because we both getting drugged down. So the mic, you're gonna be the guy if we get drag routes, mesh underneath drag routes. The mic is gonna be the one that X them out. The wheel, you're gonna be the one that drop back, okay?